Yo, it's your boy Blizzy Tone back with another clip. You know how we do. Back that Zayton Energy boy, back that Blueprint Energy boy. Came back with another clip, dog. Haven't been on YouTube for the longest time, but I can explain, okay? I can explain. It's been a crazy, like, bro, it's been a crazy ass month. Like, I feel like the last post that I had, the last upload was kind of like 3 weeks ago. I shot a couple of clips, but I didn't really upload, and I haven't fully edited the videos. But this one, I'm a fully upload, dog. I'm a fully uploader. I promise. You saying this because I uploaded? I can. I promise. So yeah, I'm gonna get into the video. Like, bro, I just graduated a couple of days ago, 2 days to be precise. So I want to make a video about like what it really takes to really kind of like get to this level, because a couple of weeks back I couldn't make this video. I wanted to kind of like push it and kind of like lay down the blueprint, but because I didn't have, I'm gonna show you, bro. I'ma show you. One thing about me, like, bro, I don't want to say some shit with no evidence behind it, no evidence to really back it up. Okay, I really got my shit. I really got my shit out the mud, boy. Focus. I really got my shit out the mud. Check the name too, boy. Check the name too. I really got this shit out the mud. Don't freaking play with me. I know my job. I know, like, bro, I'm fully official. I'm finally official to really say this shit. I'm finally official to really lay down the blueprint. Why? Because I got the evidence to really back it up. Okay? Don't play with me. Don't play with me now. Don't play with me. But yeah, I wanted to kind of like lay down the whole blueprint. Why? Because on the day of like graduation, like, bro, I went with my little sister and she's still in varsity. So I met a couple of her friends, and some of them are doing IT, some of them are studying IT, and they was looking at me like a fucking god. Like, they couldn't, like, bro, their minds couldn't even comprehend how I graduated. To them, it was like, how do you do that? Like, we are struggling, and they're first year students. They are struggling like crazy. They're like, how did you get to like final year? How did you get to like third year? How did you do this? How did you pass this module? How did you get to this level? How did you create this relationship? So I'm like, I'm gonna lay down the blueprint. I can't really explain anything because we had like limited time. But right now, I'm gonna lay down all the details. I'm gonna give you the whole blueprint, how to really play this shit, how to really get to the other side, how to really get to the top of the mountain. So yeah, number one, what does it take to really get here? Everything. If you're thinking like, I want to study IT, like, bro, you have to be fully prepared to give it your all. You have to fully prepare yourself, prepare your mind, prepare your soul. Every single bit of you has to be fully committed to the craft, has to be fully committed to give yourself in to the process, give yourself in to just learning and consuming the content, learning and just applying yourself to it, molding yourself around the content, not molding the content around you. No, you have to fully submit to the content, fully submit to the course. Whatever the course requires of you, you do it. Okay? Because before I actually started like doing the course, like, bro, I used to, like, bro, a lot of people used to tell me like, don't do IT. Like, bro, most first year students quit. Why? Because they can't really go further. And in my head, that was really, like, bro, that was really overwhelming. Like, damn, boy, I was really scared. They got me scared. Like, 80% of like first year students fail. What do you mean? What do you mean most people quit? What do you mean most people don't get to like second year or third year? What do you mean by that? I couldn't comprehend it until I got to that level and be like, regardless what you say, I'ma do this shit regardless. I'ma do this shit anyway. I'ma go see it for myself. Like, am I really capable? Am I really average? Okay? If I really surpass this shit, if I really get to the other side, if I really like, get to the other side of the coin, kind of like make it to like second year, like, bro, I'm part of the 10%. I cannot be fucked with, like bro, I cannot be messed with. I'm a whole different creature. That was the goal. So yeah, if you're really asking yourself like bro, what does it really take to really get there? It takes everything. You have to fully submit to the content, fully submit to the course. If the course requires you to kind of like sleep 2 hours for the next 6 months, 2 hours a night for the next 6 months, like bro, you have to give yourself in. You can't say like, oh yeah, like bro, work-life balance, you need your rest, you need this. No, you can't bring anything of you. You can't bring any part of you, any part of your beliefs, any part of your routines, any single thing about you into the content, into the craft. You have to be fully naked, fully apply yourself to the craft. If whatever the craft requires, whatever your course requires, you do it. And that's with everything. This is not just in IT. That's with everything you do. That's the mentality that you should have. That's the mentality that you should attack with. You shouldn't be like, oh, hey, like, I'm just gonna do this shit part time. Okay, I'm just gonna do it just to pass the time. No, you're not studying IT just to pass the time. You're not gonna make it. I'm sorry. I am sorry. This is not like a part time thing you wanna do. It's not gonna fly. It is not gonna fly. If you really want this shit, if you really want to be part of the 1%, if you really want to get to the other side and really get your diploma, get your certificate, get your degree, whatever you're studying in the IT sector, like bro, you have to be fully committed to change. You have to be fully committed to everything that has to do with IT, that has to do with your majors, that has to do with your minors. Everything. Okay, you can't limit anything. You can't bring anything of yours into it. No, you can't say like, oh yeah, I only want to learn this, I don't want to learn the other stuff. No, it takes everything. So you have to be fully prepared to give yourself in. Number 2, environment. You have to be very, very careful, because one thing about me, like bro, I've lived every single year my course, every single year, like bro, 5 years straight, I've switched. Bro, I've never stayed at the same place for 2 years in a row. For like 5 years straight, like bro, I've been moving apartment to apartment, flat to flat, room to room. Bro, I've been switching so many times. It's not even funny anymore. Why? Because each level requires a different environment. Each level requires a different type of mindset, a different level of mindset, and environment kind of like plays a major role in how you think, how you move, how you study, how you react to like everything around you. Environment is very, very important. You kind of like adapt to your environment. If you live in a bad environment, that shit might show on your marks, it might show on your results, it might show in the way that you speak, in the way that you hold yourself, your mannerisms and everything, how you behave, your type of hobbies, your type of the type of routine that you have. It's gonna play a major role. So you really gotta be cautious. Like, oh yeah, is my environment supporting what I'm trying to do in my life? Is my environment supporting my dreams? Is it kind of like conducive to what I'm trying to do, what I'm trying to accomplish? All those things matter. They really come into play. So you really gotta like make sure like bro, your environment is structured for your success. It's created in a way that kind of like helps you achieve certain goals, certain objectives in your daily routines, in your daily habits. It reminds you like, oh yeah, like bro, you have to study. Kind of like in my room, there are posters on the wall, light, you can see behind me the art, you can see like bro, every single thing is kind of like placed in a way that will help me do something, that will remind me to trade, that will remind me to affirm my beliefs, that will remind me to kind of like just be creative and be open and just live in the moment. Never be fully distracted by anything outside of like the work, outside of just the craft, the brand that I'm building. Well, that is the second thing. Like bro, you need a good environment that's very, very conducive to your studies. The third thing is like bro, getting a degree. And I'm not gonna say like bro, it's just with this applies to almost everything, every single thing that you want to kind of like pursue, that you want to attain. Like bro, some things you can do alone, but it requires teamwork. You can't just, oh yeah, like bro, I'm finna get my diploma alone. No, there are people who can do that, but But for you, if you know like bro, how much low span only one like bro, you need yourself a team. You gotta get you a team, or you gotta get you somebody to kind of like go back and forth with over the content, over the course materials, every single thing that be happening in your course like bro, you need somebody to kind of like talk to with. You need a team that will help you because you can't major in everything. Shabo, let's say like, oh yeah, you have 5 modules and 3 of those modules are majors, and you only understand 2 out of 3. Okay, you only understand 2 out of 3 majors, and you understand 1 minor, and the other 2, number 3, number 5, like bro, you don't really understand, you don't really get like that. You are passing, but you're not getting like crazy as marks on them. So you need your team. How do you play this? I'm gonna show you, like bro, I'm gonna give you the blueprint. I'm gonna show you how I really played it. Kind of like with everything, every single module that I had, like bro, you know, in class, like bro, especially with my friends, you know, in class, like my mom was specialized like my mom specialized like this person knows this better than this person knows this better than me. Therefore, if I don't really understand this, I'm gonna team up with him because I understand some modules that he might not understand, or that she might not understand. So that's how it really works. That's how the team really comes together. I understand this work better than you. You understand this better than me. You understand this better than her. So we come together. I major in this. I'm just gonna focus on this. You focus on this chapter. You focus on this chapter. You do this. You do that, and we come together. We pour into each other. If you're alone, you can't really do that shit. If you're alone, you need to study everything. You need to move by yourself. You need to kind of like be perfect with like every single thing, every single flinch, every single module. You need to be there. Okay, but if you have a team, you only need to focus on a few, and your team handles the rest. You just delegate all the other tasks that don't really align with what you're really good at. You just delegate them to other people, and they sort them out, and they show you how they did it. That's the most powerful thing you can really do for yourself, like bro, getting in touch with the greatest people that you have access to. Teaming up with like the greatest people around you, teaming up with the best classmates. Don't just go for somebody thinking like, oh yeah, like, bro, I like this person outside of school, therefore we're really gonna team up. No, all my friends are really bossed up. All my friends are really trim. All my friends, like bro, they're in the top 10. Those are the people I kind of like surround myself with. Anybody else, I don't fucking care about you. We're not friends. If you're a bit slow, I'm sorry to say this, but for the people that be slow, I can't really be friends with you. I need to be friends with them. Why? Because they're in the top 10% every single semester, like bro, they really there. Every single test, they really there. I need to team up with them so that I can get on that level. If you're below me, I can't really team up with you like that. If you're below me but you're willing to work, yes, we can cook something up. But if you're below me and I'm still working harder than you, like bro, I don't want to be around you. I do not want to be around you. So the team is very, very important. Whoever majors in something, like bro, they can teach me database, I can teach them programming. They can teach me networks, I can teach them programming. I can teach them database, I can teach them this, that. Whatever that I'm good at, I can bring that shit to the table. Whoever majors in something and they're really good at it, they bring that shit to the table. And when you look at the whole team, whatever we put on the table, that shit really click, that shit really connect, and we cook that shit up, and it gets us going. It gets us distinctions, it gets us recognized, it gets us projects, credits, bro, points, just because we really came up together, just because we really studied together, just because we are around the same circle of friends who are really trims, this same circle of friends who are getting 90%, who are getting 80%, who are getting any mark above 65, who are getting any mark above 75, who are really trim, who don't really play, okay, who don't really play. So you need a solid team. Don't play yourself. Get you a solid team. Get you a solid team, a team that will like bro, that will push you. If they can't really push you, they are dragging you. Every single day you need to show up. Every single day you need to kind of like compete. You need to bring something to the table. You can't really say like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna rest while your friends are working. If you're around people and they're working all the freaking time, guess what? you're gonna work all the freaking time because you're trying to prove your worth. You're trying to prove how much you can do. You're trying to prove how much you know. You're constantly trying to prove yourself, and by doing that, like bro, doors open up. By doing that, you start elevating. By doing that, like bro, you started opening portals of just knowledge, wisdom, discipline, consistency, character to really pursue, character to really gain and grant yourself whatever you want. Character, character. You build that shit from the ground up. So that's how, like, bro, that's how I really played it. I was never the type to really say, like, oh yeah, I'm comfortable being alone. No, I'm not comfortable. I need to team up with people. I need to team up with people who really know more than me, people who really major in this, people who are really good at what they're doing, people who are really focused, not just in school, but with everything else. Because if your life is a mess, that shit really gonna show on your results, so you can't really play with it, bubble. So I really be teaming up with like the greatest students in my class, like the top 10%. I'm there because I know like, oh yeah, all my friends are there. Like it die, it pushes me to study. Regardless if I'm tired, it pushes me to really be great, to really go to the gym. Regardless how I feel, regardless if I'm tired or not, I still execute, I still show up. Bro, that's what it takes, dog. It takes everything. And I wasn't just saying that for like students. No, that's with everything. If you're gonna pursue something, like bro, you gotta go all in. You can't just say like, oh yeah, I just wanna half-ass this, I just wanna do this, I just wanna do that. And when the time comes for you to do that thing, you just lay back and be like, oh yeah, like bro, if this shit really meant for me, it wouldn't go away. No, you gotta execute. You can't plan on one, like bro, you gotta execute. You gotta show up, you gotta improve, you gotta be better. Execute every single day, study every single day, improve every single day. Okay, that's what it takes. So at that time, like bro, I felt like I needed to tell them and be like, yo, this is what you need to do. But for the fact that they still in the exams, I didn't want to stress them too much, because them feeling like the course is very, very difficult, and me telling them on top of that, like, yo, yeah, this, if you really want to pursue a career in this industry, you have to be like this. You have to kind of like slave yourself to your computer, slave yourself to your chest, slave yourself, kind of like tie yourself to the table, and don't leave the freaking office, don't leave the lab, or don't leave any class until you are done, until you understand, until you execute. Okay, that's how you should move, boy. That's how you should move. But yeah, it's been a longest day, like bro. I am tired after this. I'm just gonna put everything away, kind of like clean my table. Tomorrow it's weekend, and that's when I'm gonna rest. Okay, so yeah, I really hope you enjoyed the video. I'll see you guys on the next episode. Ciao.